EA Sports. It's in the game.
Stop me, oh, somebody stop me. Somebody stop me. Stop me, oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting out while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Blue.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Evans firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw is Evans. From the gun, he'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Crowder's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And it's a fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Evans on third down. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Gun! Set!
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Got 18.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey. You got three. 18.
Penny, a first down carry. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Three down. 90 is a mic. Don't get nervous, man. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Set. Blue 90.
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. 319. 319. Listen back. Listen back.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
All right, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one. He's got it at the 15. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. They give him a gain of 38. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop him from the 1 back to the... And he'll get in! Touchdown, Denver! It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. The 40, 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Being chased out left. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They're going to look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
With that type of force on contact, as an ex-DB, I expected the ball to come free. I really did. I thought that was going to be an incomplete pass. I've got to admire him catching it, taking the hit, and getting the first down.
Well, anytime on those crossing routes, middle third of the field, you know there's a possibility of a hit like that.
And just think, if you can do that as a receiver, what that does for you and your quarterback's relationship.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The pitch goes to Penny. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Red, up. Up. 180. Red, up.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Nazaire Jones there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a third down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. Gostkowski the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Red's up! Red's up!
On second down, Trubisky. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to wind up and air it out. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will be taken at the 13. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
94
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hurry! Red, up!
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Set! Green, 39! Green!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now let's go!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now let's go! Blue, line it!
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offense guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Red, up! 18. 90 is a Mike! Blue. Check. Lock in.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Gotta go.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Let's go. Red, up. Hey. We got three. Three down. 18.
They go play action with Trubisky. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
319.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jamison Crowder with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Again, it's Penny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Alert! Red's up!
On 3rd down, Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Lock in. Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Open man is Switzer, complete. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Red's up!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They go play action. Trubisky, he'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Red's up! Hey, gotta go. Blue. Where you at? Who's that?
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
Set! Blue, 90!
And they'll run it here. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field.
Hey, yo, we got, you see it? You see it? Sit up! 180! 90 is a mic. Ain't no such thing. And hands up!
They begin with a run by Penny, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Alert! Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Red, up!
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And an alley to run. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
3 down. Sit up! 180! 90 is a mic.
Here's a give to Penny. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Red, up. Single, 18.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted a 3rd of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, it's Penny. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. So he got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs. And they'll go on the ground. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the...
They call him Podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna